Sup, nerds? It is Nerd Boy, and we are back with another reaction or reactions as we're doing another uh, week of Nerdcore, and we have we have a lineup. And when I say a lineup, we are going to be reacting to not one, not two, not three, not 10. We are reacting to seven Nerdcore songs that came out this last weekend, and I'm excited mostly just because it's going to be a lot. There's a lot of stuff, but I still think this is going to be cool. And because we have Rustage, Shwabadi, FabvL, Daddyphatsnaps, McGwire, DizzyEight, and Defag music. So I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be really cool. I know the majority of this week is actually going to be Demon Slayer. So because the movie came out, which really excited. I hope to see the movie fairly soon, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But yeah, so we're gonna be starting off this lineup with Rustage and his Akaza rap "Shadow of the Moon," featuring Janald. And what can I say? I think I've said this before in multiple videos. I have read all of Demon Slayer. I finished the manga. I have not really touched the anime too much. I'm gonna be honest. Not that it's not good, but more just because it's like I finished the series and the manga, so it's like I don't feel as much of a rush to get into the anime, but still cool. I only remember little bits of Akiza of how he became a demon because of his wife, and like when he died, you got to see her again. That's more or less about it, if I'm being honest. So, but hey, I'm still gonna enjoy this. Let's see what's gonna happen as I shut up. And we dive right in. But before we do, please make sure to like, subscribe, join the Discord if you want to, and yeah, let's get to it. Okay.
What doesn't kill you gon' make you stronger, but
Ooh.
if you die then you're weak. They gon' fight a demon, create a monster, then watch the cycle repeat. Putting gaps in and no major doctors, I'll even wiping it clean. We ain't different pillars, I made an offer, but they ain't fighting like me.
Hey. Okay, just right off the bat, Rustage decided to go with bars. With just what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but if it kills you, then you're weak. Nothing more to say about that. It's just listen. If it doesn't kill you, yeah, you're strong. If it doesn't, no, you were just weak. You were just weak to begin with. Like, we are not the same people, okay? And then just hold of like creating the monster and the cycle just repeating, because there is a lot of truth to that. Just the repeating cycle of like both hatred and pain, negativity, and so forth. So right now I'm liking what Rustage is saying. I'm gonna be honest.
Fighting like me, gonna bring the weapons and they bet. I'm saying, need a no plate. Oh, nice.
Oof.
The best part, nobody gonna break my stride.
Hey.
Experts and leaving them based. Never gonna listen with the dead ass, me why, don't go waste my time. Staying on face, destruction, death in my way. Forcing in big rounds like planets. This the type of shit that I'm made for. I don't come to battle, I wage war. Advertise me, I'm main course. We be different on tracks, that's what I've been fighting on trains for.
Okay.
Why would you bleed when you could be a legend?
Ooh.
But instead you'd rather be weak. You see when the sun fades and the night goes out, then
Okay.
potential.
Oof.
What's the point of fighting fair when fighting's all you're meant for?
I'm loving this track. Like, very, very rarely do I not say nothing but positivity about like Nerdcore and their tracks, just because I feel like I can't really comment. One, because I'm not necessarily a musician, but also just because every single one of them sounds so good to me, and this one is like no exception. Like Janald killing it with the chorus on this, and just how the bar of why do you need to fight fair when fighting is all you were meant for. That honestly, that just kind of hits home to like certain things because it's like, think about it this way: if say your only purpose was like to fight, only that, like you were never meant to love, you were never meant to like gather food or any, your whole purpose in life was just to fight. Of course, you wouldn't fight fair or anything like that. You don't care about morals. Fighting is all that is on your mind. So the only thing you're thinking about is winning. And it's just, it's just like his vocals are carrying so much. And just these lyrics are doing it. I said it before, I'll say it again. Rustage knows how to write a song. Oof. Okay.
Cause disorder, pen move quickly and draw the quarter. Wait, I fight, be a form of torture when I act like you, so I waterboard. I'm like, hey.
Dang.
Fighting spirit, they saw the aura. Hate my words, but adore the author. I flick my wrist and enjoy the slaughter. Like, ain't nobody been at my level. Shouldn't got me moving with a hole in their sentence. Never needed dealing with a devil. I better knock when I enter. Like treble. Hairstyle, I can't move like benders. I don't act with no human errors. Piss me off, I can't lose my temper. How about a demonstrate? Give me sin, but I'm still making lemonade. Out on a limb, but my body regenerates. Think I'm not him, take a look at my resume. I did it better, me. Felt like I get with the rubbish they generate. They on that minimum notation, I brief with the semi to put them all back in their recipe. So for the dead and the worst, and I serenade.
Dang. We're killing it on this. I'm gonna be repeating this song for sure.
Through all the secrets and the lies, or obsessing over strength can be a weakness to your mind. If they put my blood in writing, I can read between the lines. Endless fighting, I was running from the grief I kept inside, making peace with what I find.
I like that. Like, lately in some of Rustage's tracks, he does a third verse, right? And that's when he like really starts doing like he does lyrics that really do hit close to home for either like the character or just in real life in general. And just pretty much saying of how for Akiza, obsessing over his strength became his very own weakness, which is true because like part of the reason like when he was human was to be the strongest being ever, to make sure that he could protect his wife, and eventually that strength became his obsession, which if I remember correctly was part of how he became a demon, how just he saw nothing but strength as being like the only solution to something kind of thing, and it's just the fact that Rustage can just like point that out, like really dig into the character. It's just a nice little thing.
So let me bleed upon my shrine. I wasn't weak, I was alive.
Ooh.
Stronger than the rest, but instead you'd rather be weak.
Ooh.
You see it when the sun fades and the night comes out. That I knew you didn't
Dang. Ooh. Okay, the little change up in the vocals. Dang. Yeah, that was just so well done. Like, honestly, that was such a good track from Rustage. I'm probably going to be repeating that one a lot. And yeah, that's all I can really say. Rustage and Janod killed it on that. That's all I got to say. And right now, we're going to shift to Shwabadi and his Susie rap song, Bad Kid. This features Axie, I believe. AXII, don't know if that's correct. And this is Susie from Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. Now, I have not played Deltarune. I pretty much know nothing of it. But, I figured it's still going to be a bop. And not to mention, it's been a minute since I've reacted to a Shwabadi track, so I'm looking forward to this. If anything, just for the vibes. So, uh, yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. I do know Deltarune is like, it's basically an RPG. That's more or less it. And it's from the same people that did Undertale, if I remember correctly.
Tell me what you think when you view me, little old me, little unassuming. Soon as he typecast in a monster movie, see claws and fangs but never knew the true me. Steal the show so they choose to mute me. Percussion expert, the groove is unique.
Hey.
Still a moving woozy, don't cross this animal, I turned a new leaf. Yeah, I'm the finest here, all hell breaks loose whenever I appear.
Okay.
I mean climbing gear, the kind of looks to make him cry in fear. If I choose to act, then you can dry your tears, but if I choose to fight, I fit him faster than wine and beer. Kind of mind that I stand with cheer, and I take no L, I don't mind the deer. Yeah.
Okay.
I was a misfit, never that gifted. I was too tragic. I was too tragic. Never resisting, I was assisted. I was a bad kid. I was a bad kid. Never
Okay.
fitting, had to keep distant. I was too jagged. I was too jagged. I was always the bad kid.
Ooh. Okay. I was not expecting that. Almost kind of techno chorus in there. But that sounded really like it shocked me, but it was a good shock. And based on what I'm seeing from this is for Susie, it was like, I don't know the setting of this game, but from what it looked like, she was like a troubled kid, just like, like bad student or something. Looked like she played the drums or something like that, but essentially she's had a lot of help, but she herself does not really want to help people. She just kind of, wants to do her own thing, does what she does best kind of thing. And if I am wrong on any of this, guys, please correct me in the comments, because genuinely, I love it when people tell me the lore for things. It fascinates me so much. So please correct me on any of this if I'm wrong, wholeheartedly. Okay. Oof. Hey. Okay. Shwabadi's having fun with this one. Ooh. Are we getting a switch up?
Dark insider, born outsider,
Ooh.
heart on fire and ripped in two. Parts required, I still can't find, but I'm aiming higher to fit with you. Darker liner, can't divide her. Who decides what is real and true? Pardon riders, did not set my rounds, so in our lives only we can choose. Never
Okay.
get down by the prophecy, get real when have words ever bothered me. If I see a list of things you can take instructions from, stained glass is like bottom three. Feels like I've won the lottery, except I got friends instead of shopping sprees. Forget that, follow me. I'm a big dog now, I will not be leashed.
Hey.
I was always the misfit, never that gifted. I was too tragic. I was too tragic. Never resisting, always assisted. I was a bad kid. I was a bad kid. Never could fit in, had to keep distant. I was too jagged. I was too jagged. I was always the bad kid.
I love this beat. Hey. Hey. All right. Okay. Honestly, that was interesting more than anything. Unfortunately, I couldn't make too many commentary on any of the references or anything. Just for a lack of knowledge, but honestly, at least from what I could gather, is like basically she was the kind of just the punk kid, but then once she like joined this team, she kind of like softened up or a little, or at least lost a few of her edges, kind of thing. And just no, it was just a vibe. It was just a vibe, in all honesty, and I liked it. Shwabadi did good on that. But yeah, so now we are going to be getting into FabvL and his FNAF song, The Unspoken. Um, Now, I don't know too much lore of FNAF as well. Um, I mostly just know it's like the animatronics, the ones that control the animatronics are like the ghosts of kids who died because of I can't remember the killer's name, but it's like a very specific killer. Um, and that's about it. I don't know any of much lore beyond that point. I don't know any of like the DLC stuff, extra things. Um, but yeah, if anything, I'm very curious on this because when FabvL does like a kind of like spooky or scary track, he tends to go all out on them, and I'm kind of love it. So let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Okay. Just this is interesting because it feels almost more of a inspirational kind of track, which I would not have thought of for FNAF really. But also just like the line of um like what do ghosts see when they're not home, because it's like they're haunted, they don't have a home to go to because they can't move on. And then just like we're not broken, we've just gone unnoticed, and it's like almost like a song for the outcasts almost. And I'm liking it. Okay. Mm. The animation's also looking really cool in this. Ooh. Oof. Ooh, what are we getting out of this one? The echo. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Okay. That part was interesting because I do remember this part is while you're playing the game, um basically all the animatronics that's actually inside of them is the corpses of the kids, unfortunately, and that's where their ghosts reside in the animatronics, and they don't remember how they die. Like they don't remember who did it. They don't remember how it happened, and it's like I think if I remember, FNAF has like multiple endings. I think it's a multiple ending game, and it's like the true ending is you revealed to the animatronics that it was the specific killer who was still alive, that he's the one that did it, and basically they got revenge on him by trapping him in an animatronic and basically killing him, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm guessing on my best knowledge that I remember. And yeah, and just also of how, they were literally brought into the Freddy's place, literally just to be put into coffins, and also just of how they go back in time to stop you from creating my design. It fits very well narratively speaking. It's just it's just so good, guys.
Fix me, I'm not broken. Voices inside the silence leave us frozen. Why do you want to fix me? I'm not broken. We are the unnoticed. Voices inside
I do really like this chorus.
the unspoken. Dance with me in the moonlight, and we'll never have to be alone. They say that light flashes by when you see white, but wanna go see if they're not home.
Ooh. Okay. I like I said, FabvL goes hard on any of those, of like the more like horror games and stuff. He just likes to go hard on those, and it clearly shows in his work. But no, that was good. I liked it. And now we're actually about to be approaching our second Akiza rap called Upper Rank, from Demon Slayer, which is Daddyphatsnaps. And first off, I'm very interested just because, this is the second Akiza rap we're going to get into. So I'll get to see the differences between Rustage and Phatsnaps, just like what they decided to do differently in terms of like style or format and stuff like that. But yeah, there's not too much to say about this one. So other than Daddyphatsnaps is he's gonna kill it. He always does. So let's get right into it. Ooh.
Don't give a fuck about what the sign said. Demon time on a tyrant. Don't let me catch you looking sideways.
Okay.
Better check you in the right lane. Your eyes wide, let them dilate.
Ooh.
My way, go 105 on the highway. Demon hours, demon hours. Live by the sword, you leave with flowers. Came through with that horror, Phoenix powers.
Okay.
When I see the cowards, eye for an eye, I believe about us. Talking that loud, nigga sleep beside us. Put a man on culture, the heat about him on guard.
Oof.
There's that in the big.
You can already tell right off the bat that Phatsnaps decided to just go more than anything, just kind of like just braggadocious kind of style is how I like to word it. Just like basically like making like Akiza, like, listen, I am the biggest threat you are going to be dealing with. Like, I go this hard, it's either you go this hard with me or you're not gonna make it. You're gonna die in the process. Hence the either die or do it my way, and then doing 105 on the highway bar. But yeah, just it's just, it's very unique when you can, see artists doing similar things, like in terms of like characters and series and stuff, and yet still come up with something unique and something to call their own, Ooh. Ooh. Dang. Oof. Okay. Just the fact of how pray to your God you're about to meet him, that goes hard. Where it's like, basically just like the whole idea of like, listen, just go ahead. I'm going to give you a couple minutes. Go ahead. Pray to your God. Because you're about to say hi to him very, very soon. And it's just, what do you have to say to that? When it's just, I mean, what else are you going to do? You might as well pray. Because what are you going to do against someone that is this insane and powerful? Switch, bitch, I'm a buck, yeah, there ain't no pause, clip, bitch, I'm a double, shit, there ain't no dodging, miss, this ain't a must, fist, right to your collar, whip, I'm on a order, bitch, 100% of my time, when they get to my side, you get in that thumper, no vision inside my mind, only venom inside, I've been feeling that hunger, they crying and it was on sight, they get in that pump, get out of my time, I let it stick with a knife, but they can't make everything silent. They say you live and you learn, but how would they know I'm gonna turn you to ashes? You would just live in an urn. Me went from a to a massacre, now the whippers are hurts. They went and tried to throw dirt on my reputation, so I'm putting a bitch in the dirt. Here lies stupid, here lies what was he doing? Here lies what he was clueless. Here lies he was a lesson to all you motherfuckers thinking you got what it takes in the boot, bitch. You got me fucked up. Talking that shit till I in the room with you. Everybody wanna be a slayer till they gotta pull triggers. I dual split them on. Ooh. Okay, the switch up. Okay. All right. Dang. Dang. Just wow. Just Daddyphatsnaps decided to go hard on that. And just I wanted to comment him, but I wanted to wait because of that switch up. But just the whole here lies stupid. And then the whole winning on the whole rant of like here lies so and so, here lies the people that didn't learn their lesson, like, and so forth. And that was just, it just hit hard. And then just the pure switch up where it's still the same lyrics, it's just like different beat and different way that it's set. It was just good. It was solid. Like, Daddyphatsnaps knows how to talk what he wants to say. But yeah, that was good. And now we're about to go to another song, and this is McGwire and his glitch trap song called By Design, and this is a Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach fan song. So it's another FNAF track. Again, barely any of the lore, just as much as I know. But we'll see what this one's about. So yeah, nothing too much to say about it other than to just dive right in.
Take your fingers off the
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, just right now going into it, I just McGwire's vocals are just so addicting to get into, I think. Just like, because I think a lot of times people mostly know him from like choruses that he takes part in or verses that he helps with other people. But his own tracks are just almost like pure just McGwire vocals. And I love that because it's such an earworm to get into. And just, I like how he's doing everything with the little like glitch in the voice. Like as he's singing, there's that little like glitch, that like little fizzle, and just it does really well, I think, to bring the effect. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. All right. I wasn't expecting a little rap from him, but nice. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. And I don't, like I said, don't know too much of the lore on this, but at least whoever this character is, Glitch Trap, I'm assuming, it sounds like they almost have a superiority complex in one way or another, kind of thing. And it just kind of seems like it's like almost their obsession. Like perhaps that, like, specifically for Glitch Trap, like they are better than all the other like animatronics and stuff, like all the other kids, is what it's seeming like. And also seems very obsessed with the act of getting revenge for getting backstabbed by someone, which not sure who. I'm assuming potentially the person that killed him, but you know, like I said, correct me, guys, in the comments, please. I am ignorant. I can't help it, but you can help by actually giving me some knowledge. Okay. Okay. The little background vocals. All right. All right. That was nice. Yeah, that was honestly, that was really cool. Just getting to hear just the, like I said, just McGwire's vocals are just addicting. Wholeheartedly believe that, and just the effects that he added into his voice as the song kept progressing was really nice, and yeah, just all in all, very interesting song. I wish I could have commented more on just the actual references and stuff. Unfortunately, couldn't. But hey, is what it is. Um, yeah. But now we are on DizzyEight and his Tanjiro inspired song Focus. This is featuring Errol Allen, and it is specifically like for the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. So yeah, we got a lot of Demon Slayer for this week. Not gonna complain at all. It's amazing. But yeah, I think this is gonna be interesting. DizzyEight, I always like what he does because he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to make a song much more than just a character. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm just gonna shut up and we're going after it. Okay.
When God with the game, that mean no one can beat us. They call me Tanjiro with that, he don't call me high, go dance on my demons. When I pop out, I get live, I get that dance to my freedom. The world too cold, but the world get hot, so I'm keeping my hand on that heater. I'm ready for whatever's coming.
Ooh.
Me and my dog, we go dummy. What would I run when I walk with who running? The growth coming abundance. How did we win? He already done it. I get a laugh, thinking about where I done came, but dog, it ain't funny. In the dark, I fight for my life. I'm buying my time as I wait for the sun. And that's real, it's never a front. I stay sharp, but I'm keeping it blunt with this spirit. I feel like I'm one of the ones. I feel like I'm one of the ones to be real. Looking back at all the things he's done for real.
Hey.
Ain't no other way. I had to get right. They wanna take my light. I see them demons, they creeping out people, they wanna come take my life. Too bad I'm walking in Christ. He gave me a blade that stay on my side, it's keeping me safe through the night. You can't take my sight, cause the sun's too bright when I stay focused.
Ooh.
You can't leave me broken. I know that I'm chosen. No stopping what he's chosen. No closing what he's open. No, you can't stop this motion. No, you.
Okay. It's like I've said. Dizzy knows how to make a song be way more than a character. And just like the fact of how he was able to relate it, of that there are demons in this world that can take on many forms, whether it's just a bad person, addiction, or something else entirely. Demons just exist. But because of Christ, he gives us a blade that helps us throughout the night, so we can eventually see the day, so we can see the daytime and the light that is there, to know that the world is not such a dark place that we believe it is. It is bright and beautiful. We just have to hold on to the feeling and trust in his word. And you can just feel that passion coming from DizzyEight. It's just inspiring, in all honesty. Like, I know I say this so much for his tracks, but it's just the truth, and I love it.
Can I stop this motion? I've been overcoming with emotions. I've been working on me, but in portions. I've been doing this for the culture. If you see my life, it be a tour style. Sometimes I feel like a court child, waiting patiently, sitting courtside. Like coach put me in the game. He don't call me conqueror the flame. Never change to the same. How you gonna go if it don't rain? And I know how you feeling this pain. Feel like it won't go away. All I can really say is trust and believe in his name.
Ooh.
They wanna take my light. I see them demons, they creeping out people, they wanna come take my life. Too bad I'm walking in Christ. He gave me a blade that stay on my side, it's keeping me safe through the night. You can't take my sight, cause the sun's too bright when I stay focused. You can't leave me broken. I know that I'm chosen. No stopping what he's chosen. No closing what he's open. No, you can't stop this motion.
Okay.
No, you can't stop it, no, no.
Okay. It's just, yeah, I really have no notes. No notes for Dizzy on that. That was just a solid track. I loved it. It was great. That's all that really needs to be said. But what does need to be said is we are finally on the final song of the reactions, which is Divide Music's Zenitsu song, Breathe, inspired by the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle as well. And I'm very curious about this one just because Zenitsu is such an interesting character to start off. Because, starting off the series, he's seen as just like a kind of a pathetic coward that he wants all the fame, but he doesn't want any of the hard work. He wants all the glory, but he doesn't want to actually try. Yet when he falls asleep, like when he goes into that like sleepy state, for some reason he's completely focused and he's just able to do everything. And it's also just the whole unique thing because if I remember, Zenitsu can only do the first form in the lightning style. But it's like when he goes into the Infinity Castle, he's ready to fight some demons, and he specifically takes on I think an old friend or former student of the same mentor. I can't remember completely. It has been a while for me on Demon Slayer, so he's honestly just kind of feels pity in that, which gave so much more respect to Zenitsu. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm talking too much. Let's go ahead and see Divide Music killing this.
Sing me a song. Sing me a song so I can sleep where I belong. Somewhere beyond my eyes can see. 'Cause something's bleeding. I don't believe that I can stitch it up again. I locked it away, so why should I stay? Repeating every moment just to play pretend. Breathe out, take a moment. Trauma's woven, lives in our bones and wants to force us down. Breathe out.
I was not expecting that transition. Just honestly, I was expecting a whole other transition when he was going in there, but I'm liking what he is saying right now, just because there's a lot throughout the series of Zenitsu feeling kind of like this helplessness and kind of almost lack of something, and he feels like he can't repair it, he can't create it, and he's just stuck. And then it's like he remembers like his master and him telling him to just to focus, breathe, kid, and how you are much stronger than you think you are. And it constantly gets revealed that Zenitsu, he is so much more than we think he is at the very beginning. And it's very inspiring.
Lives in our bones and wants to force us down. Breathe out, can I mold it? Always hold it. Or do I have to let you go somehow?
Ooh.
When I'm awake,
Okay.
I can't run what I have seen.
Ooh.
Each step I take feels like I'm crawling through a
the power that Divine Music brings whenever he sings. It's addicting. It's just kind of leaves you just speechless almost. And I love the story that the video is actually taking us through, because of just, the whole when I'm awake, I cannot run, because that's the thing with Zenitsu. Whenever he is awake, he's too focused on the things he lacks and just, basically his flaws. And it's like when he's asleep is when he's actually able to just kind of be himself and just focus, just to know that he doesn't need to look at his flaws. He just needs to do what he does best, and it works. And it even shows, like, in the Infinity Castle, spoilers. I probably should have said that at the beginning. I'm sorry, but anyway, spoilers is he does fight his old fellow student from the same mentor who became a demon, and Zenitsu just feels pity for him. Like, we don't see him cower in fear at this. He accepts it wholeheartedly and is just ready to take on the challenge, and he does. And it's just amazing to see the growth in Zenitsu throughout the entire series. Whoa.
The walls of my body collapse like a temple from the inside out. A hymn in the ruin, a voice I can't silence, sounds like thunder to me now. Thunder reaching out, thunder shakes the ground.
Just, it hits in the feels, guys. It really does. And he comes right back at it. That was beautiful. That really was. That was amazing. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Just no notes. That was amazing. It just, honestly, loved it. Nerdcore killed it. They absolutely killed it this weekend. That's all I can say. They did amazing. Nothing but justice for all of these characters, all these songs, and just amazing. Please check out all of them. Support them all. They deserve it. And please tell me what you guys wish to see next. I'd be more than happy to do more reactions, more gameplay. Willing to try anything, honestly. But hey, not too much to say other than if you sticked it out, way to go. You watched a 15-minute video of me ranting about various things. Congratulations. Take care, guys. Stay safe and have fun.
Thank you.